The world peace is so close to Maharishi. He is breathing, functioning, living. He is doing everything with world peace. And it is so close to him, so dear to him. And because of this spiritual nature of world peace dealt by Maharishi, it is having that much impact in the world. And let us see what Leela Vinodhan is going to tell us today about the world peace, Maharishi's world peace. Leela Vinodhan, please.
வாழ்க வளமுடன் ஐயா, வாழ்க வளமுடன். With the blessings of Vedatri Maharishi and permission of Dr. M.V.R. Aiya, today I am going to present to my maximum to knowledge level whatever I have in my mind. I will share with you. Later on we can discuss anything further for improvement. வாழ்க வளமுடன். I will open my PowerPoint. It is visible to all? Vijayalakshmi Amma?
Yes, yes. Now we can able to see.
So today we are going to, today's world presently world is under tension due to many countries in war mode. So that's what I thought we can discuss what I have in my mind, some few suggestions. What is our Vedatri Maharishi ambition to achieve this? For that, what should be our contribution towards that? And WCSC, what should do? Like that, some of the points I'm going to like to present now. Disclaimer, the Zoom is not intended to defame any country or any person or leaders. If we mention it is only to explain clearly the concept. Content. Today's Vedatri Maharishi has witnessed World War I and II. He heartfelt. UNO organization chart. These are all the topics, some of the topics we are going to discuss. UNO organization chart, UNO function, veto power countries 5 numbers and other 10 number permanent members, responsibility of citizen of world, Vedatri Maharishi guidance, and a summary and a conclusion. Introduction. Vedatri Maharishi has witnessed World War I and II. War will damage, as per Vedatri Maharishi, he told, war will damage the whole world, wealth and peace of the people. Hence, he felt at any cost, no war. For that, he developed a 14-point world peace plan, declared at Aliyar, World 14 Peace Plan on 13/8/2002. He took lot of efforts to implement in his lifetime, but sure, by 2050, peace plan will be implemented. He will be very much and heartened. At present, we are facing the war between Ukraine, Russia, USA, Israel, Iran, like that. So now, what Maharishi has expected, how the world leaders should be, how they have to behave. That poem, first I will make it in Tamil, then English at the bottom. உலக நல வேட்பு. உலகிலுள்ள பொறுப்புடைய தலைவரெல்லாம் உயிர் அறிவை உள்ளுணர்வாய் பெறுதல் வேண்டும். First of all, the world leaders should have the spiritual feeling in their mind. That is the first point. உலகனைத்து நாடுகளின் எல்லை காக்க ஓர் உலக கூட்டாட்சி வலுவாய் வேண்டும். எல்லா உலகில் உள்ள all world countries boundary to be protected by a very strong organization. உலகில் போர் பகை அச்சமின்றி மக்கள் உழைத்துண்டு வளங்காத்து வாழ வேண்டும். உலகெங்கும் மனித குலம் அமைதி என்னும் ஒரு வற்றாத நன்னிதி பெற்று உய வேண்டும். இதுதான் மகரிஷியினுடைய திஸ் இஸ் த ஐ மீன் ட்ரீம் ஆஃப் மகரிஷி that we are all professors of Vedatrium. We should make it. We have to strive hard. In English, prosper world promise. World leaders to understand the value of human life and the purpose of life. The world, all the countries' borders are to be protected by a strong common organization is required. World people should live without fear and maintaining good health and wealth. World people should live peace, unreduced good health and wealth. So this is what he wanted for a world peace. So Maharishian 14-point plan. In Tamil I will make, then English. வேதாத்திரியம் போரில்லா நல்லுலகம், பொருள் துறையில் சமநீதி, நேர்மையான நீதிமுறை, நிலவுக்கோர் ஆட்சி, சீர் செய்த பண்பாடு, சிந்தனையோர் வழிவாழ்வு, சிறப்புணர்ந்த பெண்மதிப்பு, தெய்வ நீதி வழிவாழ்தல், தேர் திருவிழா தவிர்த்தல், சிறுவர்க்கே விளையாட்டு, செயல் விளைவு உணர்கல்வி, சீர்காந்த நிலை விளக்கம், பார் முழுவதும் உணவு நீர் பொதுவாக்கல், பல மதங்கள், பல கடவுள் பழக்கம், ஒழித்துண்மை ஒன்றை தேர்ந்தெடுத்தல். So this is what Maharishi in 14 point in Kripse is given to implement in the world peace. So in English the 14 point world no war and peaceful world. All countries in the world economically equal should have equal rights, no duties, import export among countries, unbiased administration by the ruler, single rule for the whole world like UNO, single army for the world, balanced lifestyle for the people, balanced people throughout the world, no passport restriction. Ruling should be guided by the science experts and spiritual group, understanding feminine special creation and respect them, live guided by the spiritual leaders and their aspects, avoiding grand celebration and unnecessary spending. Children should be play in young age. School teaching the concept of action and reaction effects, understanding magnetism effects in the universe and livings. Water and food should be common, available to all in the world people. Various religion caste to be eliminated and adopt one God. This is the 14-point English version. Again, one more thing I am going to. ஓர் உலக ஆட்சி, உயர்கல்வி உலகினிலே குழந்தைகளை வளர்க்கும் திட்டம், பார் முழுவதும் பொறுத்துறையில் சமநேயர் நீதி, பல நாடும் ஒன்றிணைந்து பொருளாதாரம், சீர்திருத்த சிக்கனமாய் சிறந்த வாழ்வு, தெய்வநிலை அகத்தவம், இறைவணக்கம், நேர்வழியில் விஞ்ஞானம், பயணமாய் கொள்ளும் நெறிமுறைகள் இவை அணைந்த வாழ்வே காண்போம். This is also one of the poem by Maharishi for world peace. World peace, how people should live. Single governance, rule to children should be given groomed to disciplined way. Full world equal economic status, business among country together, disciplines, good life, understanding of God and spirituality and pray, development of science for good cause, only will help society. Disciplined with the spiritual good life, we will get it. So we will get it finally, spiritual and good life we will get it. That is his vision. So in the world peace, this is the photograph I have taken. World Peace Declaration in all year, 13/8/2002. This photograph most of us would have seen. For introduction purpose, I have, in this declaration only is declared the 14-point peace plan. I hope so. Next. World people, there are around approximately 195 nationalities, different colors, different dress coding, different style, they have different lifestyle. But world varies with respect to climate, food variety, different culture. Only to neutralize this differentiation of climate, food, different style, culture, everything has to be neutralized by the spiritual world. So you see the people at different countries, Canada, America, South America, Africa, UK and Australia and Arab countries, Russia, different people, different style and health and everything. But we have to neutralize with to a common spirituality. So presently, I am going to slightly about what is happening in the world, war tension, why we have to go for peace plan like that. Earlier in World War One and Two, Maharishi has seen with the time limitation. I don't want to repeat same thing. Now present World War, you are also knowing everything. Only for sake of continuation, I have given all those things. This is a Middle East country. Middle East country, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Yemen, and Afghanistan, Iran. This is Asia, Middle East country. So we have seen it. Then in the Middle East country, now major issue, Middle East oil and gas supply. The Strait of Hormuz, this is the Strait of Hormuz. This side is Iran. This side is Saudi Arabia, UAE and Oman is there. Now this becomes, you are all knowing it, only the sake of, just for explanation I have given this figure. These countries are rich of oil and gas, supplying to around 29 to 32% to the world total production, making more influence in region blank in energy market. So they are now the war between the, Iran and other countries makes us the whole world under tension and lack of gas and cylinders, gas and oil supply that I will explain. So this is what I want to see. One more I have given, but and America has kept many military base. These are all the red color dots. Red color dots are the location of the military base by America, mainly oil countries. These countries, the tensionable areas, it is presently available. And now there are many ships are kept at this Hormuz area, and there is no free flow of oil and gas. This is the Hormuz. Around that, there are many ships by the America and Iran. So whole world is suffering. So just for understanding, I given. So now suppose to India, I think this is blocking. Then I can move it. Correct. So for India, suppose through Hormuz, if it is allowed, it will take from America to India for a ship to travel, ship to via another say, Red Sea and other route. It may take 25 to 30 days. And suppose this area is blocked, it has to cover up South Africa bottom and go up. It may take around 45 days, 15 days extra, and travel and logistic expenditure, all those things, it will take more time. So, so these are all the hardships faced by the whole world. Just for explanation, I have given the number of days for getting gas and oil from Venezuela and these areas, South America area. Time consumption and the travel time will be more, expenditure cost will increase. So presently we are facing in India LPG cylinder crisis. Lot of people are for want of replacement. LPG cylinder crisis is there. For petrol bunk, you see the crowd. How much people are suffering. There, so much of problem is there in India. This war tension. So whenever any in the world, any country war takes place between two countries, whole world is getting suffered. So that's why our Maharishi has emphasized the importance of world peace. Further, we'll see. These are all some these countries between these are all the figure given in the between Qatar and this area cable lines, network cable line. You can see some cable in the right hand side figure, very big cable for telecom and network. All those things are going in this area. Those countries are threatening that it will be cut. Suppose other country attack them, they will cut this cable, then whole world, the system and the economy, banking, everything will be affected. So the whole world is interconnected with the network cable and the telecom. So it is a very big threat for the world people. Just for explanation, I have given all this. This is the cable route under the sea. Under the sea, these are all the cable arrangement under the sea. It is totally covered, whole world is covered under this network cable. In Gulf areas, through via Gulf area, it goes in the sea. So these are all the how the fighting. The jet flight goes in the air. Another flight jet is coming and left hand side. I am explaining. It is hitting and on the air open space. The whole flight is getting fired, and you can see the attack. One flight is going up behind. There is a series of flight and it is hitting. So and you can see the right hand side. There will be a lot of fighter jet flying like birds in the open sky. You can see the military power, present military power in the world. Iron Dome, they said initially, some countries they are having Iron Dome. They told it will intercept the any any missile if it comes, it will intercept and stops. But that is also failing, you all know. This figure in the right hand side, it is a incoming projectile missile, and another one is coming from this side. In between, there is a interceptor. Interceptor is there, radar system, control room, and interceptor is there. Like that, now this is also sometimes it is getting failed. There are two types of missile. One is hypersonic, and another one is ballistic. That I will explain. You can see in the right hand side figure how from two places the missile is sent and both are fighting at the open air. You can see the in the right hand side figure. Here also it says hundreds of missiles are coming out here. So in this figure, I have sensor-based system, missile attacking system. In one, I don't want to mention any country. If there is a missile attacking to their country, if it is not acknowledged by five top official in the country, has to acknowledge whether it is a true missile, friendly missile, or enemy missile, then five top official to acknowledge it. If it is not acknowledged, then immediately it will automatically send a opposite missile and it will be destroyed. That kind of sensor-based missile system also available. Unmanned sensor-based intercontinental ballistic missile, which is designed to be the detect and intercept. So in this figure, we can see the from it is from left hand side. It is going up. This is the ballistic missile. This is the target place. Maximum limit 2,000 kilometer. Launch site. It will go like this. It will attack after 2,000 kilometer maximum. That is called a ballistic missile. Another one is hypersonic guided missile vehicle. So it will not go in a parabolic curve. It will go in any direction as per the opposite enemy's direction. It is a low lying. Hypersonic cruise metal is the bottom I have shown. Cruise metal. Hypersonic guided vehicle. Guided vehicle means we can guide it to any direction as per the enemy missile. So like that, there is a lot of fighting and there is a military improved. They have sophisticated equipment and Then this is the people, how the people are suffering in Hiroshima, Nagasaki. This is the World War II. You can see how people have their face, and this much of damage will be there. Just for information, I am putting this one. This is the Israel-Palestine during present war. How the debris, the whole building is become debris, and the buildings, how the people are living, I don't know. So really, it is shocking after seeing this. So but this much is happening. Whole world is spending to military only, military purpose for their equipment instead of using medical education and science. They are going on increasing. For example, US is spending around 960 billion. China is spending around 296 billion. Russia is 109. India is 83.6. Saudi Arabia, like that, each country is spending maximum to military purpose. For example, US budget in the right hand side figure, US budget, in the US military 13%, education only 3%. So out of total budget is 5.8 trillion. Their education only 3%, but military, it is a condition of every country in the world. They want to protect their boundary. For that, they have to maintain a very high military equipment. Otherwise, the country will be captured by the other country. So that's why Maharishi has told a single organization to protect the from enemy, single organization to protect the country's boundary. That is one of the point. They need not, each country need not spend their money for protecting their boundary. So this is the, presently it is happening. Then United Nations Organization Chart. Now, just for information, I included in presentation United Nations Organization Chart. There are three major departments: UN General Assembly, UN Security Council, and Economic Social Department. UN General Assembly main function is to select the members. To select the member, there are 5 member permanently is there. 10 member on rotational basis every 2 years they will change it. And UN Security Council, it is a security purpose. Now, UN Security Council, what they are doing, they are negotiating with the disputed countries. But if they are not obeying after the fight, they will try to help food and medicine, like that. And socio-economic means it is for health and public purpose, public health service and education. All those things are coming under this department. And under the UN General Assembly, International Court of Justice also there. Under the UN Security Council, Trusteeship Council is there. Then UN Secretariatship is there under Economic Social. In the permanent membership, NATO countries, permanent 5 member, USA, China, UK, Russia, France. When in the 1945, after completion of the World War II, these countries were contributed for forming this UNO. That's why there at that time they kept the 5 member permanent member, veto power, veto power member. So now that becomes a very handicap for the world peace. At that time, they formed these 5 countries. Now that becomes a problem for us. This is a 5 member country. 10 member country, there are, these 5 member permanent member, China, France, Russia, UK, USA. Then other 3 countries from Africa, and some more 2 countries from some other country. And below, after that, 2 countries from Latin America, Caribbean, and two participation from Western Europe, and one participation from Eastern Europe. So totally 10 number non-permanent member. Each year, General Assembly election elect 5 non-permanent member to form 2-year term. There are 10 people out of 10 members, 2 members will be elected permanent, non-permanent 2-year term. They will be there for 2 year only. So 2 member for 2 year only. Non-permanent member seats are distributed on the regional basis, as Africa, Latin America, West Europe, Europe, like that, 10 members. I think this will not be sufficient. Then G7 group, cooperation countries, G7 is there. That is France, Canada, Japan, Russia, like that, 7 countries. G8, in the G8 cooperation country, Russia also included, and the G20 is there. There are many other countries. I think it is there. G20 country, Turkey, UAE, Argentina, Brazil, then Saudi Arabia, China, Indonesia, Australia, India. In that G20, India also coming. Like that, there are many cooperative countries to develop their regional economy and security systems, in addition to UNO. So my suggestion, modification in UNO to arrive at a no war, peaceful world. In UNO, the power of veto power countries to be removed, because they are blocking if one country is not approving any proposal or any fight to stop the fight. But all the 5 countries to approve for any resolution to pass. So that is the present condition. So all countries to be given for decision making weightage based on power, UNA based on population. See, all other than 5 countries, remaining countries don't have any power for making any decision. Number of veto power countries to be increased, and a number of veto power maybe 10 or 20 can be increased, and 2/3 member passing basis resolution instead of 5 out of 5 at present condition. In this point, what I suggest, the 2/3 majority, suppose 20 veto power countries are there, important. First of all, I am suggesting to remove. If not possible, then we can go for 2/3 majority. Some of the country, 1/3, if it is not agreeing also, that should be passed through. And instead of 5 out of 5. And based on India's initiation, this is what the UNO we need to change. And based on India's initiation world, Yoga Day is being celebrated throughout the world on 21st June. This Yoga Day celebration, as per Mr. Raja Arumugam has delivered one lecture I had. In that, India's decision on 2021, India has proposed during this 10-member 2-year term India presidency. This point was taken up by India, and this is being implemented now. India can take up with the UNO to implement Maharishi 14-point peace plan. So this is what we have to do it. So world leaders spirituality. UNO to be strengthened. World religious leaders to declare jointly for world peace. Now, in the present world war, no religious leaders are coming forward to stop any war in the world. No one is ready to discuss jointly. If religious leaders are joining, then it will have more effect on the country will listen. Now, this kind of action is not going on. Presently, world countries' economy is in hands of emotional and emotional political leader. So they are not thinking of the people suffering and how the people are suffering due to war, how the economic condition, how they are suffering. They are not bothered. They are emotionally thinking and going for war. World leaders should have spiritual knowledge and involvement in spiritual. That kind of leaders we have to select. So that is what I am suggesting further in further slides. Maharishi statement, what he says, வாழத் தெரியாத மக்களுக்கு ஆளத் தெரியாத ஆட்சியாளர்கள். People who don't know how to live, for them the leaders are don't know how to rule the country. In Tamil he told, வாழத் தெரியாத மக்களுக்கு ஆளத் தெரியாத ஆட்சியாளர்கள். That means we don't know which people, what kind of leader we have to select, that we don't know. That's why for the bad people we selected, they are becoming bad, and that kind of people only we are selecting. So that is the main reason is our responsibility, our people responsibility, world people responsibility, selecting political leaders. Examples I don't want to give because this is a presentation is should not give that kind of indication. Participants will know these leaders and countries who is dominating, how they are controlling the world, all those things. But general points only I am informing, I am just indicating. So, citizen of world should be, correct political leaders should be selected. Summary. So, presently impatient, non-political strategy, ego increasing among the countries. Presently the countries are impatient, they are not patient. No political strategy. Straight away going for war, egoistic, and increasing among the countries. As the time passes, political system deteriorates, economy, competition, and bad increases. At present, countries concentrating on war, military equipment, and neglecting environmental aspect like EL El Nino, global environment, education, medical, etc. Presently I am facing, we are facing in this season, we should get a very good atmosphere, rain, everything. But, in America also, there are news that very high temperature, people should not go out. Like that throughout the world, temperature, climate changes are taking place. But the world leaders are not concentrating much on the global environment, education, medical, etc. Where they are concentrating only on war, how to take over the country, how to fight with the country without bothering the people suffering. So that is what we going on. For that, what we have to do? Adapting Vedatrium for individual discipline, spirituality is the root for world peace. Adapting Vedatrium, individual discipline and spirituality is the root for world peace. People without knowing the power of voting, casually and for money they are voting. Casual voting in our India also. It is not India also. I hope it is there. Very casual. They are not bother about selecting. Bother much about. They are not putting their effort to find out the correct leader and selecting leaders. So the finally some bad leader will come. He will take his own decision. 5 years he will spend whatever he wants. He will do it. People cannot do anything. So that is what happening. People without knowing the power of voting power is very high. So on the casual way they are voting. So and some country money they are voting. People should vote spiritual leaders who can avoid war. That's what we have to think before voting. After voting, nothing can be done. So a world war will come. The leader will kill the people. So that's what is happening now. Maharishis, the connection between people and the political leader is evident only during election. People to decide carefully. So people between leader and people during the election period only the connection is there. After that, political leaders will not bother about people. So people are to be very careful about deciding the leader. So that is a main point. So again, for people who don't know, that's what. வாழத் தெரியாத மக்களுக்கு ஆளத் தெரியாத ஆட்சியாளர்கள். For people who don't know how to live, there is an governance and ruling. So it is closing 1 minute. Improper. improper governance and ruling leadership. A leader will come. The world is facing difficulty at the hands of the leaders who lack spirituality. Presently, world is facing difficulties at the hands of the leader who don't know who lack who lack spirituality at presently. That is the present condition. The third point. So summary: Vedatri Maharishi philosophy should be translated. What we have to do now? So how to avoid the war? Vedatri Maharishi philosophy should be translated to other language and published and spread. In foreign countries, other religion people should be involved in Vedatrium mantram and spread Vedatrium spreading activity. There should be the books should be on other language also. Books should be published instead of Tamil and English only. Suppose Gulf countries their language should be released, and our mantrams in the mantram that people also should be involved, and they should be spreading. They should be for spreading Vedatri Maharishi concepts. That's what I'm suggesting. So next is WCSC take up with the India to implement world peace. So as per Raja Armugam, UNO, by 2050, India will resume leadership leadership in UNO role in global peace. India's position image getting improved. If Indian participation, it can take up initiatives such as world peace, operations, conflict reduction, economic equality. So global government modeled on the structure of state and central government is to be established alongside of international court. ஐந்தொழுக்க பண்பாடு 5-point disciplined culture. So how this peace plan will come? How the individual, Tani Manidan, individual is the individual, family, city, country, whole world. There is no single person available for the world. It is made of single individuality. It becomes the world. So individual disciplined and culture only give the make the whole world no war, prosperous world. Without any peaceful life, it will give. So we have to adapt this 5-point disciplined culture. So that's what Maharishi has told. Yes, right, and written nicely how the prosperous world can be developed. ஐந்தொழுக்க பண்பாடு. Initially Tamil and then English. புதியதோர் பண்பாடு உலகுக்கு வேண்டும். போதை, போர், பொய், புகை ஒழித்து அமுல் செய்வோம். அதிக சுமை ஏதுமில்லை. அவரவர் தம் அறிவின் ஆற்றலின் உடல் உழைப்பால் வாழ்வதென்ற முடிவும். மதியிழந்து மற்றவர்கள் மனம் உடல் வருத்தா மானெறியும். உணவுக்குயிர் கொல்லா நோன்பும். பொது விதியாய் பிறர் பொருளை வாழ்க்கை சுதந்திரத்தை போற்றி காத்தும். பிறர் துன்பம் போக்கும் அன்பும் வேண்டும். So very nicely, it is really a heartening point to make the whole world peaceful. How the individual has to keep his character and culture to make the whole world in a peaceful world. These points we have to practice it. That's why he has given ஐந்தொழுக்க பண்பாடு. In English, 5 disciplined culture. New disciplined culture to world. புதியதோர் பண்பாடு உலகுக்கு வேண்டும். That is in English, new disciplined culture to world. Alcohol, ganja, false statement, smoking to be eliminated. Not much of burden to people, simple practice. You need not do அதிக சுமை ஏதும் இல்லை. அவர்தம் அறிவின் ஆற்றலின் உடல் உழைப்பால் வாழ்வதென்ற முடிவு. So individual to live by hard work, not depend on others. They take promise. They have to take promise that I will live on my own hard work, not to depend on others. 4th point, disrespecting, not hurting others, keeping high morality of lifestyle. For food, they should not kill animals. This is what மதியிழந்த மற்றவர்கள் மதிப்பிழந்து மற்றவர்கள் மனம் உடல் வருத்தா மானெறியும் உணவுக்குயிர் கொல்லான் ஒன்பும். திஸ் இஸ் த ஃபோர்த் பாயிண்ட். ஃபிஃப்த் பாயிண்ட் இஸ் ஜென்ரல் ரூல். பொது விதியாம் பிறர் பொருளை வாழ்க்கை சுதந்திரத்தை போற்றி காத்தும் பிற துன்பம் போக்கும் அன்பு வேண்டும். ஜென்ரல் ரூல்: நாட் ஸ்டீலிங் அதர்ஸ் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டிஸ் அண்ட் ஃப்ரீடம் ஆஃப் அதர்ஸ், ஹெல்பிங் அதர்ஸ், சஃபரிங் அண்ட் கைண்ட்னஸ். Helping other sufferings and kindness. This disciplined culture and our we need to maintain in our life. Then everyone maintains this. The whole world will become a prosperous world without any war. That's what Maharishi has written. So finally, I have come to that final point. Maharishi in the Maharishi Aliyar, I have taken this. துன்பம் குறைந்திட இன்பம் நிலைத்திடும், இன்பம் பெருகிட துன்பம் விளைந்திடும். மகரிஷி: happiness and sorrow fluctuate. Anyone is not a permanent. Sometimes sorrow, it will fluctuate. By reduction of sufferings, happiness will increase. Over happiness increases will result in suffering. Over happiness, over excitement will result in suffering. This is in Tamil, துன்பம் குறைந்த இன்ப நிலைத்திடும், இன்பம் பிறகிட துன்பம் விரைவிடும். The main meaning of why I put this, now the whole world is under suffering. The suffering will not be permanent. By implementing the Maharishi's 14-point peace plan, our suffering will go and we will enjoy the happiness. That's what I wanted to conclude. வாழ்க வளமுடன், வாழ்க வளமுடன், வாழ்க வளமுடன். ஐயா, வாழ்க வளமுடன். Any questions? We'll discuss.
Everyone is well versed with Maharishi's peace proposals, and everyone wants a peaceful world, but all are doing their best to promote the contradictions and the animosities and promotion of war. So many friends in the world now. We had only Russia and Ukraine, but in these recent times, you have so many new areas of confrontation and fighting, and the amount of destruction one war can create is unimaginable. And in 140 places, they bombard, they activate the America's plan against Iran. 180 places. So like that, it is the destructive power, the catastrophe, the gloominess is becoming more and more and intolerable, cannot be managed by any wise. So the humanity is trying in all possible ways to eliminate the controversies and confrontations and to promote the peaceful coexistence. And everyone understands the possibility of prosperity and the happiness which we can enjoy if we outlaw war. We don't allow the war to come into the world. And the proposals offered by Maharishi for this or right now. Mm, If all the member countries of this world decide against war, if they record, document the existing borders and existing controversies, it may not spread further. And if the individual army is not patronized and then any dispute is being settled through the world UN court. So all these nice proposals have come from Maharishi, and we only have to pray. The yogi, you based on yoga, we only can pacify your own mind and expand to the whole world and let there be peace, peace, and peace. Mm, Though various fractions, the agencies can advocate peace, nothing like yoga. Yoga is avoiding controversies, promoting harmony within the single human mind. If this is projected to the whole world, if people try to live in harmony within themselves without controversies, without confrontations, without rivalry, unification of the mind and the instead of preaching somebody, let all of us practice, adopt and practice peace. Then we will get peace. Unless we all decide for peace, it is not at all possible to think of a warless, a peaceful world, universe. So if we promote peace within each individual, தனி மனித அமைதி, it will bring world peace. So Maharishi is giving all parts of possible ways to promote peace. Now, the way the world is choosing to enforce the world universal governance, if we go more for war, and it will teach us nothing will remain if wars become the rule of the day, and peace will prevail. Only peace is the solution for the growing animosities and controversies. And every one of us should earnestly achieve individual peace and spread it to the world, and everyone adopts it to get the world peace. And without world peace, we don't have any other choice, that there are no choices for the present, the universal this thing. Peace is the only choice which they have to take. And Leela Vinodhan has worked extensively. We should appreciate his presentation. Today's presentation, when he was talking about world peace, it was a totally encouraging, different. He presented himself in a better way, and it is promising that if everyone selects peace against war, then this world universe will have chance to continue to live for more uh, time to come. Thank you, Vijayalakshmi. Let us congratulate Leela Vinodhan for his very nice presentation. Appreciated Leela Vinodhan.
Thank you, Aiya. Vinodhan. Thank you very much for your commentation. I tried my level best to contribute to from my level, from me, how to communicate to others to adapt. So that I tried. Still, I will think further more and more. We will try to discuss. So anyway, we have to definitely um, uh, துன்பம் இன்பம் பெருகிட துன்பம் விளையும் துன்பம் பெருகிட இன்பம் விளையும். Like that, the day will change as per Maharishi, and many people are informing also by 2050, India will become powerful. At that time, we will try to implement so this peace plan. That's what many leaders are talking. Like UNO membership, Mr. Raja Aramugam also indicated this because he is working in the UNO organization. He knows the weakness and strength of India. So based on this, he indicated. Let's hope we will achieve, if not today or tomorrow, by another 25, 23 years, we will achieve. So after that, we have to wait and we make ourselves in a better way to support the world. That's what my point also. Thank you very much. All good.